welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Portsmouth. Now, in the last episode, I was angry. I was very angry because we only ended up getting a 1-1 draw at home against Shakhtar, and frankly, I figured with the way we've been playing, we should have been winning that game. And to concede like that in the last seconds from a fucking set piece was infuriating. But that's what happens, and you just have to move on, basically. And that is what we've been doing this month, and I've been really, really pleased with the way the football has been going this month. Like, we've dug deep when we've needed to, and believe me, we have needed to at times. There's been some, shall we say, interesting situations developing this month with the team. So let's start with the away game at Everton. And I went to Everton and I played they play a system with two defensive midfielders, so I figured let's match it and play with ours. And that one has worked well, but I always put it up onto standard rather than counter attack. Look at that, Millington straight in there. 1 minute gone, just a minute gone, and he scored his 13th league goal of the season. Norman Millington is just, I don't know how to stop him. I wouldn't want to stop him, but my God, 13 minutes gone, ball in here. Santos has been superb this month as well. Whips it back in again, cleared away for a third time. Wallace brings it down, back across the box, cleared away again. Wallace heads it down, and Millington takes a touch, blocked. Santos comes inside, takes another shot, blocked, bounces back, and David Francois is able to make it 2-0. Eventually, with the amount of chances we had in that one move, Francois did really, really well to put it in the end. But that's his first ever goal for us, so that gets him off the mark, which is also nice to see. Now, at this point, we're 2-0 up, absolutely cruising, and I'm thinking, right, we're going for an easy 3 points here. Yeah, game doesn't like that. No, because game makes things like this happen when you're doing that. So eventually, the ball is going to come to one of our defenders, and he's going to do something very, very silly. Which was not in any way, just the way it is when you're 2-0 up. You always seem to get this crap before half time. So watch this. It's going to come back to Sidianko. Oh, I'm just going to play it right across my back for him, give them a goal. Good stuff. So 2-1, despite them being nowhere near deserving that. In the second half, thankfully, at 57 minutes, Santos' beautiful free kick, a little bit lucky with the deflection from the goalkeeper, makes it 3-1, and we get the lead that we deserved back again. Unfortunately, again, at that point, game says no. We're going to give them a free kick, and he's going to score this straight down the middle. Ross Barkley here, good hit, right down the middle. And Vega can't keep that out, which was irritating. But it was 3-2 in the end. We managed to hang on. Everton did later get a man sent off as well, which did make things a lot easier. And Jack Watmore also missed a penalty in the 90th minute, which could have made it even easier for us. So it was a little bit disappointed that we didn't do better. The 2 goals conceded were irritating, but nonetheless, we won the game. In our next match, wow, is all I can say about this game. Wow. This was an absolute humdinger of a game. We have some good matches against Southampton, really. So, first minute of the game, Southampton lead through their central defender, Bangard, Patrick Bangard. That's actually his first goal of the season, but it was a good header from him, and we were a goal down inside a minute. That did not last for very, very long, though. Pompey came right back here. Terrible goalkeeping there. Santos does so well here. Runs it in. Just holds his run long enough for Jed Wallace to smash in another goal for us. Makes it 1-1 on 3 minutes. And with his 7th goal of the season. Jed Wallace, I think, is our second best goal-scoring player this year. And that's what you like to see from him. He was also the captain for today. Then on 7 minutes, Santos' ball in. The ball is eventually going to come back into that area. Millington there. Santos whips it in. And Robert Gray getting up there with his second goal of the season to make it 2-1 after 7 minutes. We were 2-1 up. Great stuff. Then Southampton get a corner on 23 minutes. We managed to clear it, and the ball actually goes to Norman Millington. Now watch this for Norman Millington. Round 1 player with some unbelievable ability, and just keeps on running at them, but picks a beautiful pass for Santos at the far post, who just drills it to the bottom corner. And Millington was absolutely phenomenal in this match. Yeah, just the assist there was just... Actually, no, he was a bit quiet. Sorry, that was the only thing he did in this game. What we're talking about. He's later in this month. Then, lovely blocks there from Southampton. And ball play back in. Just melee everywhere. And Bangard, the central defender, makes it 3-2 to Southampton on 66 minutes. And at that point, I'm thinking, oh, Jesus. Then, we got a wrongful penalty. Marcelo was sent off despite being nowhere near the bloke. And they got a penalty for it. It was ridiculous, which meant we were down to 10 men, and then it's 3-3. And suddenly thinking, oh, Christ. Then they got a man sent off, though. Niang was sent off, I think, or Niang... yeah. But then on 86 minutes, Burrell forces Bangard into an error, and Bangard puts it through his own goal this time. So 4-3 to Portsmouth with 4 minutes to go, so I went on defensive. Figured Southampton are going to absolutely do us, because it went straight into another highlight, and you know what happens when you score. They immediately go and score. Well, that didn't happen this time. Vega picks it up nicely here, and I think, okay, just hold on to it for the last 3 minutes of this game to win this from the situation we've been at. We probably did didn't really deserve it at times. That being said, 3 of their clear-cut chances were all in the course of that second goal they scored, because it ricocheted around. Comes to Burrell here, and he drills it low and hard, and it is 5-3. First goal of the season for him, so that was good to see him get on the score sheet. And yeah, I can't play it anymore just because of the way that Millington's been playing. Would you? Then, despite there only being 2 minutes stoppage time, we managed to find ourselves another goal. Look at this for some passing work here in the area. Milton Peralta wrapping the game up to make it 6-3 to Portsmouth. Don't know where that came from, but Porno Stash wanted to get involved in it as well. Truly a brilliant performance in terms of putting away our chances. And that is exactly what we did on that game. It was just brilliant stuff. Then we went out to Ukraine and played away at Shakhtar. I thought we were deserving of a win here. They actually missed a penalty in this game, so it could have actually been even worse. But when you look at this, we should have been winning this game. Clear-cut chances more, half chances more, long shots more, equal possession. We were the better side in virtually everything except for maybe winning tackles. we deserved to win that game, and it was very, very frustrating to not see us win it, because it could have put us in a great position, which means that but Basel did lose, which means that we are guaranteed Europa League football for next season. We are guaranteed to be playing Europa League knockout stages. And a lot of people said, I saw some people saying don't skip that game, but I have to skip one of them, otherwise it will just take too long to get through a season, and that's usually the one I skip. And yeah, okay, we would have probably wrapped it up anyway though, and my point is that today we now have a chance to take second spot and actually wrap it up, and that's the key thing for me, and that's why I wanted to show this game, because I figured it could maybe come down to that. And that is exactly what it has come down to. But we've got some other games to go through before we get into that though. Leicester City, this game here, probably the most complete performance that I've seen out of Millington is in his career, and that's saying something because of the amount of goals and assists he's got this season. This is the best performance from him, and you'll see why in a second. The first half, that Santos, Griffiths and Millington were absolutely unstoppable in this first half. Santos is becoming a monster on that left side, seriously. So Leicester actually started this game quite well and had the first few chances, but then Millington gets it here, drops it short, brings it back, then makes the run. Santos picks him out, and it's 1-0 to Portsmouth on 11 minutes, and Millington scoring there, his 14th goal in the league. The stadium is now finished. We now have 36,000 seats. Then, just 2 minutes later, Santos drops it in, out wide to Kieran Griffiths, knocks it long, comes back out, and you think, oh, they're going to get it. Nope. We managed to win it here with Jed Wallace. Bit of a melee in the box here, but eventually the ball is going to come back to us as they're unable to clear. Well, actually, sorry, they do clear, and sorry, it's hard to remember these things sometimes just because of the way that the game does these unnecessarily long highlights sometimes. Gomez has been good too. Watch Griffiths here. Lovely little ball out to Santos, who just knows how to pick across. Ball in. Oh, what the hell? Sorry. He does that 3 or 4 times in this game. I don't know why the highlight was so long here. Oh, here we go. Robert Gray clips it forward to Griffiths, who slots it around the side. And Millington, just first time, 2-0. He just... one touch. He doesn't even need a touch. He just bang. He's becoming like Suarez good, like in terms of his play. He looks strong. He can take people on. He's phenomenal. So that was 2-0. On the half an hour mark, we managed to clear it here, and watch this. Santos picks it up, and you think, well, okay, maybe we can have a go at this here. Clips it long for Millington, and this is just pure desire. Goes round 1, round 2 players, pulls it back, and Kieran Griffiths on the back post. So in the first half an hour, Millington has 2 goals and an assist for Kieran Griffiths. And things did not stop there. Oh no, this first half got even better for us. One of our best performances, like to score 11 goals in 2 league matches. It was fantastic. So Taylor's ball clipped over the top, and Leicester managed to cut it out. Leicester beat Man United this month as well, 3-1, so they're not a pushover. Santos again here, just with the perfect, look at this rip ball in, and Millington with the volley this time. Just unbelievable. First half hat-trick, 3 goals and an assist for Kieran Griffiths in the first half. Just unbelievable stuff. Then, well, would you believe it, there was more. So Santos, lovely ball around the corner there, and Millington not quite able to catch up to it, but immediately Pompey's defenders are just, our defenders are so good. Gomez here, Griffiths tries to play it out wide, a little bit misjudged that one, but a little bit of a melee, ends up with Norman Millington, again takes it round a few people, drops it back across, and Kieran Griffiths this time with the volley for his 2nd goal of the match. And Millington got 3 goals and 2 assists in the first half of that game, and Santos I think got at least 2 assists from this game, which was just utterly absurd. So yeah, there you go, that was the game. I couldn't believe it. It was one hell of a performance, and you know, you'll have those results where you need that, but then sometimes as well you've got to dig deep, and that is exactly what we did against Cardiff City. Like I maybe didn't set up with the correct formation, although it did still seem to work. It was quite even until sort of the last half an hour of this game. And I felt if we were going to win this, we had to really dig deep, and that's exactly what we did. Musonda does really, really well here. Ball back across, and watch about this for Wallace, just bang, in off the crossbar, his 8th goal of the season, and it kept us, well, 1 point off the top of the Premier League. That's 6 league wins in a row now, and you need those kind of runs if you're going to have a shot at getting into Europe again. So, there we are, we're a point off the top, and we play City at home in the next game with it. So we win there, which is going to be massively tough, of course, and we will actually go top of the Premier League, and that's just glorious. We're 4 points clear of Man United, 5 points clear of Chelsea, and most importantly, 8 points clear of Spurs. So 8 points clear of dropping out the Champions League places after only 12 games. We are on a killer little run here. Norman Millington, of course, top goal scorer in the league with 16 goals, but we're going to see more about that in a second. So we're going to take a little look at the squad. I've added in some new stats here so you can see even more stuff. So top goal scorer for us, of course, is Norman Millington. 16 goals in 17 appearances, though that includes Cup and Europe, where he's not been quite as... In fact, I don't think he's scored a goal for us in Europe yet. Wallace, of course, has 8 goals, which is great as well. Assists-wise, well, that is only one man. It's Santos with 8 assists this season, and Musonda also has 6, which is great. Player of the match, Jed Wallace, interestingly, with 4, despite Millington's dominance in this season. Yellow cards, it's Santos with 3. Red cards, of course, Marcelo now, and Ivancic with 1 each. Interceptions, well, Robert Gray is an interception machine. Seriously, he's so good at that, and as is Lopez Sousa isn't bad at it either. Ivancic, of course, does it pretty damn well too, so that's good to see. In terms of key passes, well, Santos there, no big surprise, with 49, but Griffiths and Musonda with 38 and 34 passes of those types each, and Peralta has plenty to go round as well, which is not a big surprise. But my big thing is here, clearly, that Wallace has been all about the goals this year. He's not got a single assist. He's got 8 goals, but he's not got a single assist for us, whereas Santos has 8 assists, and you can see that shown there. 49 key passes for Santos, but Wallace only 10, and that is a big difference. Most successful player in our team is actually probably Jack Watmore, in the sense that 83% of the games that he started, we have won. So there you go. Most least successful is... trying to find someone that's actually sort of played a lot. Lopez Sousa, interestingly, with 54%, but he has played a lot. Key tackles, Lopez Sousa with 14. Aerial challenges, obviously Robert Gray is not going to win loads of those, but Lopez Sousa wins a lot of them. And the most mistakes this season has come from Charlie Taylor and interestingly Ivancic, but they just seem to make a lot of mistakes, those positions. So that brings us to today in the Champions League against Basel. Now, let's just take a little look, see if we can find our group. Right, so here's how things are shaping up at the moment. PSG, of course, beat Basel in the last match. Our goal difference against Basel is 12 better than theirs. And we've already come third, basically. We can't finish any lower than third place. Now, if Shakhtar lose against Paris Saint-Germain today, then it doesn't matter what we do. We could lose to Basel here and still wrap up that second spot. I'd rather we didn't, though. I'd rather win, if it's all the same. Technically, though, there is a chance that we could get ourselves into a great position, to go to... I don't know, I'm not expecting to win the group. We're almost certainly not going to do anything of the sort, because it's Paris Saint-Germain, bloody man. They're not going to make the same mistakes against us again. So basically, we need to win. That's what we need to do, and anything else is fine and all that, but it's all about really what happens in the other match. Shakhtar are at home, so the ideal result for us, really, would be Shakhtar beating... Paris Saint-Germain, and then us beating Basel, because then Shakhtar would technically not still be out yet, but we wouldn't be able to finish below them. It would certainly be advantageous. Actually, no, what we're talking about, we're 3 points ahead of them, so we do still need to win. Sorry, I thought for some reason we were 4 points ahead. I don't know what part of me thought that. So we do still need to come and win here, and that's what we're going to try and do. We're the home team, so I feel like we've got enough in the tank to do it. If not, we can make changes. That's pretty much the strongest lineup we can put out. We can bring on Peralta. That's about as strong as I can possibly put out for us, and I'm pretty happy with it, to be fair. Let's get it on to 2D Classic, and let's just go for this and see what kind of... Oh, they've actually gone with that system, and that's good in a way, because our tactic actually works very well against those types of systems. So I will take that any day of the week. As usual, our scouting report on Basel is utterly awful, predicting them playing a completely different system to what they are. But I think that happened last time, and I think that kind of worked as well. So we'll change things up as and when we need to, but for the moment we are the home team, so they might not be quite as attack minded, especially with the fact that they are already out of the Champions League at this point, so that's important. You know, they're just playing for pride now, and hopefully we can take some of that pride away. You know, we managed to beat them in Switzerland, so I'm hoping that we can come up with a win here, although the games against against Shakhtar have kind of worried me. Like, we've been okay defensively, but we've not taken our chances, and it does seem that we've been struggling to do that in Europe. Okay, free kick inside 3 minutes. That's a bit of a shock. Why is it showing us that? Unless they're going to score directly from it. No, we're on key highlights. We've started off all right, but I need Millington to step up for us today. I really, really do. He's not scored in Europe yet, and that's surprising when you think about it, because Ali Barella scored for us in Europe and he's barely played. Well done, Jed. That's good. That's much, much better from him. Don't lose it, though. Don't lose it, though. Oh, luckily Lopez Sousa's across. Marcelo into Griffiths, and Millington needs to be making that run. Griffiths, didn't actually pick him out, and I thought there was a chance to play that ball. That's better. Overlaps. Santos is probably just going to... There we go. Now he can play it in. No, he's just going to go himself. Whips it all the way across, and Kieran Griffiths. Oh, that's a man we needed at the back post. Pompey 1, Basel 0, and you could not ask for a better start to the game than that. Santos, look at this sudden burst of pace. Whips it across, and Kieran Griffiths at the far post. He's not been superb for us this year, but at times he has actually been decent, but he's not been consistent enough with it. That's my problem with him. We've started well, but we do need a second goal, because we are clearly dominating the game, possession-wise, as well as just in terms of shots. So we need to get that second goal, and we need it fast. If we can wipe them out nice and early... Oh, what a strike from Santos. Portsmouth 2, Basel 0. And, well, you can't ask for a better start. That should be game, set and match already. And I'm glad we've got this one out of the way nice and early, because it's going to allow us to concentrate on... I don't know whether goal difference is even that important. What about Santos today, though? A goal and an assist in the first 18 minutes. He's becoming a little bit, like, scary good. And that was my hope when we signed him, to be fair. There's always the chance... No, I don't know if we can actually... But basically, we have to... Actually, if we're going to win this group, we're basically going to have to win both games. We have to win this and try to somehow avoid losing in France, which for me seems a little bit much. And there they are. Shakhtar are actually now winning. And Lopez Sousa, oh, that's poor. What are you doing? No, never mind. Marcelo will cut that out. That was nowhere near Marcelo, and he managed to bring that down. Jesus. Abrashi, has he gone through the back of him? I don't know why he would be showing that. Oh, okay, that's weird. So we're 2-0 up. We'd be going 6 points clear of Shakhtar at this rate, and so much could go wrong. There's so much that would need to happen now for us to not qualify for the next round of the Champions League. I saw someone make a comment earlier that that literally just happened now when I'm recording it, because I'm recording this on Thursday, because I had to get a few things done. But yeah, I saw that someone said that we should get to the Champions League semi-final. It's our first season in the Champions League. Calm down. We need to pace ourselves. We're having a good time, and we look like we are almost certainly going to get to the knockout stages. But bear in mind, like, it's going to be massively tough once we get there. We're going to be playing against the group winner team, basically. Just because unless of course we do something ridiculous against Paris Saint-Germain in this in the away game. But I can't see that happening. Can you? I really can't see us going to France and winning. I mean, we'll try our best, and I know what system I'm going to use already. Oh, it's ball through. Millington to wrap it up. Oh, my life. Why can't he score in Europe? That was the chance to just put the icing on the cake there. And in the Premier League, he absolutely eats that sort of thing up for dinner. And I'm thinking he might be our first substitution of this game. Get him off and get... Wow, lovely work from Kieran Griffiths. Ah, poor. He might be the first substitution. To get him off and get Ali Barella on, who seems to have this little bit of a... Oh, phew. Who seems to have a little bit more of a killer touch in Europe so far. He scored against Paris Saint-Germain, I think, and he has needed a few more games, and I know that he should be starting more, but, you know, would you take Norman Millington out of your team at the moment if he was banging in the goals at the rate that he is for us? Oh, dear, hang on. I can't get too complacent now, guys. Good tackle from Lopez Sousa, but I just worry about this, actually. Ivančić is putting in some big tackles. I just wonder if he's going to get sent off, and I don't really want that. Leandro. Big tackle from Charlie Taylor. Griffiths, can he flick it on there? Lovely work from Kieran Griffiths. He's been good today, actually. Fair play to him. Millington takes it round his man, goes for goal, and it's quite poor, and Stuckey is able to make that save quite comfortably. We are completely thrashing Basel on paper anyway, but I'd like to see a couple more goals on the goals sheet. On the goals sheet? Who the fuck? Right, on the score sheet. So it is... Oh, actually, Borja go. Right, sorry. First substitution is... Wow, he's taken a really nasty hit there. 28%. I'm actually going to make a double substitution here, because I want to bring him on now, and I might not even make my third substitution. I might just save that in case there's an injury. That's sort of me playing my hand now. But it's nice to be able to bring on someone like Milton Peralta. You know, to have him as a fully fresh substitute is quite nice, and I think that's what's made the difference for us this year, is to be able to have that little bit more squad depth. And we've actually done quite well balancing things with Europe and the league, to be second in the Premier League as well. And Burrell is through, and wow, even he's offside anyway. You know, to balance the two has been quite difficult, but I think we've actually done a decent job of it. And when you look at the amount of points we've managed to get in this European group, I think we've done a very, very good job of balancing everything around. We seem to have just sort of slacked off a little bit, but as long as we don't concede 2 goals, in fact, even if we do, chances are we're not going to finish above Paris Saint-Germain unless we come up with a miracle. Oh, actually, bloody hell, they've done it. Shakhtar have equalised in France. They're still going to be out, though. That's the best thing about that goal. The fact that it's still going to knock them out of the Champions League, but it puts us as temporarily top of this group. Surely we couldn't win the group. Burrell, and it's 3-0, and that is a lovely header from Ali Burrell, of all people. And oh, for the love of God, Ali, we've had a lot of offside goals this month. I've got to say, I was very, very annoyed in some of these games. They were all correct decisions, I have to point out. There was one with Santos was a little bit close to being offside, and he's surprised to see him winning ahead. I mean, it sucks, but it happens. I'll tell you what, if Shakhtar hang on there against Paris Saint-Germain, that would be glorious, because it would mean that we'd only have to avoid defeat in France to win the group. And I don't know whether that's possible, but it would give us something to aim for, and Paris Saint-Germain are now winning. Okay, never mind. Oh, what? Oh, come on. What was that for? This is what I mean. We've still got to cut that shit out of our game. Like, every now and then we'll be playing really, really well, and then what is that for? I mean, to be fair, that shouldn't really make any difference. What is Lopez Sousa doing? You don't jump for the ball, so therefore you should be backing up, waiting for it to... I don't understand why he's conceded that goal. Like, you shouldn't be doing that, ever. But that doesn't matter, because we have won another game in Europe. Our 3rd win of the season, 3 wins, 2 draws, and Santos, for me, was the man of the match, and he was, indeed, which is good. Why do they... Sorry, I should have done that, of course. So there we go. We do have to win in France in order to actually come top, but I don't think we're going to do that. But it doesn't matter, because we'll go through in 2nd place. We're going to get a better coefficient, we must do, for winning these games, and that could give us a real task. Not give us a real task, but give us a real chance in the coming seasons. Man United win their group. Stoke aren't quite out, but they look pretty much done. City are winning their group. And Spurs, tight one, actually. Nobody, apart from Victoria Pilsen, Basel look like the whipping boys, apart from Pilsen. Yeah, Pilsen have been absolutely spanked in this tournament so far. But there we go. So, in the next episode, join us for the final game, where we will decide where we get to finish in the Champions League. We've got Manchester City in the league in that time, as well as Fulham away and Arsenal at home. Very, very tough games. Who knows where we'll be after that point, but we're going to give it our best shot, and I just want to come top 4 again this year. I don't really care about winning the Premier League, because the task in this save was always to win the Champions League, but I would like to at some point in it maybe win the title as well, because just win some silverware for Pompey, that'd be awesome. So if you guys like what you've seen, please feel free to drop a like on the episode, and if you'd like to even more than that, please subscribe to my channel for more Portsmouth and Red Star Belgrade in your inbox every single day at 5:30 and 8 o'clock, and I will see you guys in the next episode for the crunch game against Paris Saint-Germain. We're through, guys!